Hey guys, it's your girl Vibe with Veggies, and today I have an interesting video for you guys. Hold on. I need to fold some laundry, but I also need to record a video for today. I'm going to fold my laundry and also talk at the same time, so I hope you guys are all cool with that. Last night, I was hanging out with my friend who we're going to be posting our video that we made together on Thursday. We're gonna do it Wednesday because that is our birthday. We're both turning 23. So we wanted like a birthday a birthday video, but we want to record some clips from our birthday dinner and include that into the actual video. So last night we were up all night editing. So if you don't know, if you couldn't tell, my videos are done on the bare minimum. I don't even have a camera. I use my phone camera and it works fine for me, but I'm actually looking to get a new camera soon, so look out for that. I use iMovie, so I don't even have any really good editing programs on my computer. I just haven't gotten to that. But so far it's been working well for me. I hope if you guys enjoy these videos, then yay, that's wonderful. We were up literally all night working on that video, and we were just having a blast, but both of us were quite tired. So anyway, very excited to release that video coming up super soon. I guess today what I wanted to talk about, and it was difficult, I was wondering what do I want to talk about with you guys. You know, I like to keep it as real and as honest as I possibly can because there's no point in faking it. There's literally no point in faking it. It's not, you guys can call me out on it. It's very obvious what if someone is lying or is showing a life that they don't actually live. So I figured why not just talk about whatever is on my mind right now. I don't know if you know this, but I am a personal trainer. Fitness has been really big in my life, my life forever. My biggest thing is promoting a healthy mind, body, and soul type of mentality. So building that connection between your mind and your body and being able to listen to what your body is asking for, because I think that's like the key to living a very purely healthy life. Is you need to be in tune with what your body needs. I've struggled with having that connection. I have a good connection with my body, I'm not gonna lie. Like it took me many years, probably took me like 11 years to fully be able to build that connection between my mind and my body. So when I eat something or when I do something, my body tells me immediately how that makes me feel and what impact it does on my body immediately. So I'm very lucky that I do have that communication, because I know some people don't. Some people are like, I can eat fast food all day, every day, and my body seems fine. Me, on the other hand, if I have anything fried, and I love fried food, my stomach is torn to shreds. Literally, like, my whole body rejects. I'm gonna be honest, my digestive system doesn't work as properly. Same thing if I have meat. If I have meat, because it's so rare that I eat it, my body kind of is in a halt for 3 days, meaning it doesn't leave the system for like 3 days. Whereas typically, I mean, my bowels move pretty well, you know, pretty healthy, because I eat so much fiber and so many vegetables and fibrous foods, whatever. In case you didn't know, I've been struggling with body dysmorphia for a very long time, since probably middle school. I've come such a long way. I've come such a long way since where I was. Like, I went through the whole roller coaster of starting off like thinking, oh, I need to lose weight. I don't like the way I look. I'm not the same size as all my friends. You know, all those. I went through the whole roller coaster of like not liking the way I looked, hating my body, hating myself, restricting what I ate, you know, incorporating very unhealthy habits into my life, where I wouldn't keep food in my body. I wouldn't keep it. I would binge eat. I would eat with guilt. I would secretly eat. I would hoard food into my room and just eat all day long. But no one really cared. No one really cared. No one really would notice, because I stayed a healthy weight, so I never dropped to be like a super lean, skinny, like no meat on my bones kind of girl, even though I had very unhealthy, very bad habits that a lot of people depict if you do restrict your eating, if you do have an eating disorder, this is how you look. I just never looked like that. A lot of people associate a specific look to an eating disorder, but I never looked the part, right? So that teaches you that, you know, there is no look to an eating disorder. Like, there's no one size fits all to restrictive eating lifestyle. You can look any way, and still you could be any gender, you could be any race, and you could be any size and still struggle with an eating disorder. So I very thoroughly was able to get away with it because I didn't look the part. There were no red flags, you know? It took me a while to even realize, like, because in my eyes, I'm like, well, I don't look the part, so I must not really have it. So it took me a very long time to come to terms that, okay, wait, whoa, I have an issue. I'm not happy, I hate myself, and that's not how life should be. So that was around after 11 years probably of eating very unhealthy. And when I say unhealthy, I don't mean fast food, I mean like restrictive, not keeping it in my system, not letting myself enjoy my life and my body and my everything that I did. I definitely damaged some organs inside of me, and it was a very unhealthy time in my life. It took a very long time, you know. Anyway, so then I started realizing this is not a healthy way of living. And although I've come a very, very far way, very far, okay? I was struggling 6 years ago or 5 years ago when I lived in Israel. I was probably at my worst. I was probably at my lowest point when I lived in Israel. Because I gained like 25 pounds from living there, and then I lost a lot of it really, really quickly, but through really unhealthy habits. Sorry, I figured I'd shift you over just a little bit. I know you probably hate when I shift the camera, but anyway, so where was I? Oh, right, so I found fitness, and I, you know, realized a long time ago, this was in Israel, when I lived in Israel, I found fitness, but I was doing it, I was a part of the community for for all the wrong reasons. Like, I just wanted to lose weight really, really quickly because I was binging a lot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna binge, I'm gonna purge, and I'm gonna exercise, and that's how I'm gonna lose this weight. Very, very, very low point in my life, and I can make a video about that if you guys want, but it's the lowest point in my life, I think. One of the lowest. Anyway, so I then realized, whoa, this is not how people should live, and I started working towards trying to not live that kind of life and steer clear of that kind of lifestyle. But of course you relapse a lot, so rather than it being every single day, multiple times a day, it started becoming once a day, and then 3 days of the week, and then once a week, and then once a month. And I did search for therapy during these times, and it did help me a lot. So don't knock therapy, it does help a little bit. I mean, it helps you, it helped me, and also I had to go through like 4 different therapists. But one of them really, really clicked with me. You know, just because one therapist doesn't work doesn't mean you should stop. Find the one that works for you, in my eyes, if you can. If you can, I know not everyone can afford it, but if it's something that you think, if you cherish your life and you really want to work on yourself, I think it's worth it. Anyway, so who's we? So I've been struggling with eating disorder for a very long time, but the biggest one that I've been struggling the most, even to this day, is body dysmorphia. And I still have binge eating disorder. I do. I love the satisfaction of just eating a whole bunch of food. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. There's something about just scarfing down a whole bunch of food in one sitting at night in my own room, in my own privacy, that just like, it's so hard for me to knock. I've done it less and less and less. It's very rare now. It's more of like, used to be like a pretty much every single day kind of thing after work, because I exercise a lot. So like, in my eyes, I can kind of make an excuse for it and say like, hey, I need this. But at the same time, it's just not a healthy way of eating. My mindset is wrong. It's not in the right place. You know, you should be very present when you're eating. be appreciative of the food that you're eating, be aware of as to how, like, okay, this is food that's going to help replenish my glycogen stores, or this is going to help insulate my body, whatever. It's going to help me recover from my heavy workout, anything. That's ways to keep your mindset healthy when you eat. But when I do binge, like I said, it still happens. And the proportions have been drastically fixed. Like, my binges used to go from like eating literally 6 protein bars. This was in college. I would eat like 6 protein bars in a row, 3 fig bars, like anything that I could put my hands on. And those are expensive, okay? I would eat so much. It was just so bad. And it just became like a cycle. Ugh, I could go on forever, but I want to try and keep it as simple as possible. But I'm trying to really work on being present with my food, and I'm trying a lot of different techniques on how I can be present with my food, or not control, because that's like a very, very tricky word, but how to be on top, how to be fully mindful when I eat, so be intentional when I eat. And it's not easy, and you relapse a lot, but you gotta keep trying, you gotta keep working on it until you finally can, say, all right, I know that this is something I still struggle with, but at least I'm handling it better. It'll never leave you. I don't think I will ever be free from this disorder, but I can learn how to live with it and how to not let it rule me, not let it drive my life. I want it to just be something that is like a struggle I have in my life. Okay, I understand, but I know how to attack this. I know how to minimize its results, its impact on my life. That's my goal. I don't think when something traumatizes you so long, you can ever really be free from it. But you can learn, and you can figure out techniques on how to live with it and not let it consume you. Yeah, it's really just so consuming. Anyway, so I've definitely moved past. I remember how it used to be with food and me and my mind. It used to seriously consume me, and I didn't know how to live a life without thinking about food. But now I'm at the point where I don't really think about food all the time. I don't really think about my body. I think I have days where I actually love my body, but days I don't, but I still have unhealthy eating habits in the sense that I do binge every now and then. Last night I went through one. I came home from editing at 12:46 a.m. and your girl snagged like 8 pieces of candy, like chocolate candy, and what else? And this is a small binge, but like I said, it's the mindset that's the key. It's not how much you eat necessarily, it's the mindset that you're in. And in mine, I was just eating. I wasn't in any sort of mindset. I was rummaging. I had no food. I have no food in my kitchen. I was rummaging. I was finding anything I possibly could. I was eating nuts, like a handful of cashews, and then I was eating, what's it called? Some like rice and this butter, like this this pumpkin and carrot soup that I made. And I was rummaging through, I don't have any food, so I really didn't even have much, but like I said, it was the mindset that I was in. I was just scavenging and just going all over the place, brushed my teeth, and then went to sleep and not feeling like so happy with myself. But listen, these are hard things that I have to keep reminding myself that this happens, and it's up to me to work on minimizing it. But if it happens, you just need to not look back and just be like, all right, that happened, move on. How can we prevent it from happening next time? and think of preventative actions, okay? So maybe instead I could have just gone to sleep, but I don't know, it's really difficult to actually like say to yourself, yeah, it's easy to say, yeah, just go to sleep, but I'm not gonna go to sleep until I eat excessive amounts of food. Just like that. That's how it is. And it's unfortunate. But you keep working at it. That's it. You just keep working at it. You don't give up. How can you give up? Don't give in. Like, just don't give in. Not just, oh, here I am. Just don't do it. But the hardest part for me is to not let myself get down from it. That's the most important. I can't let myself get down from it. And it stings because I do have some fitness goals and physique goals in my mind, and I think that's a healthy thing to have. It's good to set goals for yourself, actual attainable goals, but to get down on yourself for relapsing when you have some sort of a disorder is not going to help anyone. It's not going to help you. It's only, if anything, going to prolong your recovery and hinder your recovery. So anytime you do have times where you do, you know, relapse or do something that you try not to do and you've been successfully not doing for a while, you know, just pick yourself back up on your feet, acknowledge that this was a low point, this was a mindless act, and try and maintain mindfulness. Yeah. Today will be a very mindful day. I'm going back to doing intermittent fasting. My roommate brought it up to me and I was like, yo, I might want to do it again because I did it for 7 weeks and I got great results and I actually very much enjoyed it. My mom didn't like it so much, but I think it would actually work well with my schedule, and hopefully it'll help me decondition myself to eat once I get home immediately and then just, you know, raid the kitchen. So hopefully it'll help me in many, many ways. Yeah, but honestly, I just have a whole bunch of socks to fold right now. I don't think you're interested in that. This is literally all I have left. You know what, by the end of this, the outro, I'm probably going to finish folding all these. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like watching me just be real and just talk about what's on my mind, and I'm going to be honest with you, if you do want to see that, this is probably going to be a reoccurring topic, because it is the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with, and I've definitely seen a lot of really difficult times in my life, but this is, I think, the hardest thing I've ever dealt with, and it's a very vulnerable thing because it's very embarrassing and it's very gross to think that I've done those things, and it's in my eyes, it's just very difficult for me to open up, but I think that it's very beneficial to hear that this happens to people who put on this, maybe this persona that everything in life is so good for them. Like, I'm very happy with the life that I live, but we all struggle, and this is my struggle. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for folding my laundry with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully that next video, not hopefully, but that next video will be a really fun one with me and my best friend from high school. We've known each other for like a decade, and yeah, and it'll be my birthday. So have a great rest of your week. It's Monday. Smile, enjoy. Remember, pick yourself up. If you happen to fall off that horse, pick yourself right back up. Okay, because it's only up to you. Feeling upset about it isn't going to help anyone. So, especially not yourself. And that's all that matters. So, have a great day. Bye!